I'm going to show you a collection of my paintings since 2015, how I started, and basically just to see, or for me to also document how I learned over the past few years. Actually, it wasn't just a few years, it was several years past already. So I'm gonna start with the very first one, and this is in 2015. I still don't know how to put a signature yet, or I still didn't know back then that I have to put a signature after my painting. So I'm sorry, my metal easel is moving, but this was an owl. This is made from acrylic. I copied the pattern from the internet because I still don't have any idea what to paint back then. So alright, next one is this. It's a painting of pizza. So this is where I already put a signature. This is also made from acrylics, and it was done July 28, 2015 as per the signature. Alright, next, this one was actually undone. Oh my god. Actually, I have a lot of painting there. So this one was from Alice in Wonderland, the cat. So I don't know, this for me was one of the fail ones, so I basically just wasted the canvas over it. Anyways, next one is, I'm sorry if I haven't done them in order. Next one that I did is a portrait of Jesus Christ. So I made this just before Christmas back then in 2015. So, and I made it so yeah, that's it. Next one is this is the first time that I painted still life. So this is where I learned light and shade, about shadowing and all that. So this was it. So this was just an apple, but this is where I learned where to put the shadow, where the light should be. So this is also acrylics. Oh, next is these are the major ones in canvas, but I have a lot of painting on watercolor paper because it's just very convenient. Now this one is just I don't know, I just felt like painting it in 2016. I was just bored and I needed to paint something. So that's it. Now this one is one of my favorites. I painted this in 2018 already, so it's been a while. This is also still life painting in acrylics on canvas. So as you can see, it's kind of almost real already. So it's, for me, this is my favorite. I would never give this to anyone. So yeah, and so you can see the reflection of the light from here and there, the shadows and all that. So it's kind of emphasized here. It's not perfect, I know, but I just really like it and I'm proud that I made it. Alright, now next, I'm just gonna prioritize the ones in canvas for now because the others, they're a lot. So next one is, this one I made in 2020. So this is my pandemic painting. So it's just a fish. This is from Wilkamp School of Painting. So I copied the techniques and all that. So yeah, this is also made from acrylics. Okay. Next. Oh, I also have another painting from 2020. And this is the window with flowers on it. Yeah, and some brick walls and all that. Also made in acrylic. Alright, and let me just check if I still have some acrylics over here. I don't think so. Okay, so just to continue, the gallery of my paintings, these, for the next few ones, these are made from watercolor, gouache, and oil paints. So let's start. These are not in order, but these are mostly made in 2021. I think so. Anyway, the year doesn't matter. So, so there you could see the French fries, the nuggets, the burgers, and the drinks. So I hope it's clear. Next is, so I'm gonna put it there. Oh, this one is made from gouache. Alright, so that one. And oh, this is oil painting. Oil painting. So it's just flowers. Next, this is just, I was just bored and I was expecting to create a good watercolor painting, but I failed because I think I used the wrong techniques. So this is just a Japanese, oh my god, I can't even focus it. So it's just a Japanese store. It's meant to be nighttime, but no. Okay, so this is made from gouache, and if for gouache, if you notice, I'm not sure, I noticed though that the colors are more vibrant. They're darker than watercolor. So it's a moonlight painting. Oh, this one though is when I was studying, when I enrolled to the watercolor lessons, virtual learning for watercolor, basics of watercolor. So it's a workshop. So that's it. So these are just basically the techniques, applying pressure, and it's a lot of water stuff. But next, oh, this is the very first watercolor that I did. My watercolor back then was, you know, the watercolor that you buy for kids, like your almost toys. So this is what I've done so far. Anyway, next one is, this is also watercolor. I follow the techniques from Shiba, from YouTube. So it's a ship on sunset. My dogs are fighting. Oh, next, this is also one from my watercolor lessons. So nothing. Next is, this is from acrylics. It's just basically a skyline and some mountains with water reflection supposed to be from here. So yeah. Alright. And this is another one. I think this is the last lesson from my watercolor sessions. So some jellyfish. Next, another painting that I followed from Shiba is sunset or cityscape sunset, and as you can see, the city here is just silhouettes and some colorful sky stuff and some wires, cables. Next is a watercolor. This is made from watercolors. It's basically breakfast. Oh, wait, I'm missing one of this kind of watercolor painting. So if this is like breakfast sandwich and all that, the other one that I made like this is a waffle. So that's also nice. But I like this one too because, as you can see, the details on the creases, the crease of the cloth, like the folds. So it's really nice. I think it's gonna be better if you see it in person, but this is all that I can do. Next, this is my final project on my watercolor lesson. It's just a galaxy following all of the, oh my god, it's not even that clear. But yeah, this is the final project that I have to submit for me to have a certificate. Oh, this was just very recently, this was just last year, the Japanese mask. And this is made from, I forgot, I think it's acrylic. Next, this is also from last year. It's a winter painting with snowy mountains. So yeah, watercolor. Next is sunset. It's majority of this is warm colors with some deers, shadows of deers. Last one, not the least, not the latest as well, is the tunnel or the bridge tunnel in autumn. Obviously, from the colors of it, it's autumn colors. So yeah, that's it. And I just want to have a disclaimer that I'm not a professional painter. I'll do all of this as a hobby, and I really like painting, especially if the painting is going well. It's not every day, or it's not every time that I paint and it's a successful one. It's not like that. Sometimes there are days wherein no matter how hard I try to paint, the painting is still very bad for some reason. So what I do is I just stop and I try the next day or the next time. So yeah. Alright, so that's just about it. And next time I'm going to show you the paints that I use. So, thank you. Bye.